Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Glenn McGowan. This is Atlas Bowen. So today's video is a video that I shot on July 4th weekend. So I'm going to show you here shortly, and it's going to be like the intro to that. So I started making this video about getting my C3s like fired up and taking them out for drives, and it kind of went terribly wrong since like now I'm doing it like several weeks later. But I figured, let me finish this. So I ended up jumping on, getting them started, where I got the blue one started and I washed it, which you'll see in the video, and then I'm getting ready to take it out for a drive, and I pretty much stopped there, and I ended up not being able to get the car back started and pushed it in and had to end up going out for the evening. So it was just a long day of literally not getting any of them started or driven. So I figured, I'm not going to give up, and now I'm going to get back on that journey, fire up my blue car, test drive it, since I still haven't driven it with the 4-speed swap in it. I'm also going to fire up the 69 Corvette that needed a battery, and I just put one in, so that's going to be started for the first time. So I'm going to start this off. You're going to see a whole other intro here of the video that I started, and then I'm going to kind of pick up right after that and take over from there. This week's video is brought to you by AtlasBone.com. Shop our site for Corvette performance parts, merchandise, and much more. See the link in the description or visit atlasbowen.com. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Glenn McGowan. This is Atlas Bowen. It is official 4th of July weekend, and there is nothing more American than driving around in a classic Corvette, which I'm going to attempt to do today with the 73 and the 69. I tried to fire this up last week, but the battery's dead. I haven't driven either one of them since, I don't know, fall or something. So I figured, I should probably start these things. God knows if there's oil in them, it'll leak out all over the shop floor. I have no idea what's going on. They just sit pretty in the background. So I figured, today is the day. I'm going to fire them up. It's not too hot out. So hopefully get the 73 cleaned up, take them both out for a drive. I haven't driven the 73 since I 4-speed swapped it, which I literally drove up the driveway and back. So not really a test drive. So I am kind of anxious to kind of get back on top and see if they need any attention or anything like that from just sitting for so long. So let's get into it. So I think the safest bet is to try this one first. She's always been pretty good with starting up. So make some room here, get this thing off, pull that out, see if she starts for us. Now we'll have to jump her. Any guesses? Start. Dead? Dead. Can't even hear the fuel pump. All right, we're off to a good start. So I have to jump this thing. Is it American to have your German car jump your American car? Give it a couple minutes. Be here all day. So this is what I got going on. The C4 is jumping the 73. The E46 is jumping the 69 vet. So I'm going to just give it some more time. Hopefully both will start. If not, we're going to have to go buy some batteries. And starting to smell pretty bad in the shop. So I'm getting a little sleepy, but I'm sure I'll be fine. I got one started. I didn't think this one would start at all. Let me get this thing pulled out of here. So while I'm waiting for the 69 vet to take a jump, which I don't think it's going to at this point, I'm going to wash this bad boy here, and then we'll go take it for a drive. All right, so 69 Vet's not starting, so I'm just going to kind of leave that alone for right now. And I'm going to take this thing for a drive. It's all cleaned up and shiny. So this is going to be the first test drive with the 4-speed in it. And died again, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll jump it again, and we'll get going here in a second. Okay, so now I'm kind of just back where I was there at the end of the video. That was like me getting ready to start it. I tried to pop start it. I, drove it over close to the shop, tried to jump it again. It ended up getting like flooded out or something like that. I couldn't get it started. I was letting it sit, soaking just in my own sweat and hot, filthy, sweaty day. And it was just one of those things where I was like completely beaten man and had to push the thing back into the shop. But it is clean, and there's only like 6 or 7 paw prints from the cats on it. So it's pretty much ready to drive. So I'm just going to have to jump it again because the battery that I put in there was a used BMW battery that I had. And, it just needs a jump because I couldn't get it started on its own. So kind of back where we were there, but we'll get that jumped right now, take this one out, and then keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully the 69 will start, and we can drive that one too. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Got her fired right up. We'll just let her warm up a little bit, and we'll take her out. All right, so we are on the move here. Just about to pull out of my driveway. I have a giant gaping hole that I never patched up where I can see the tail shaft of the trans, so it's kind of fun. All right, first gear. Second gear. Stop sign. I have to say, this thing's been automatic ever since I owned it, and it's something I always wanted to do is manual swap it. First. Second. Third. And fourth gear. All 4 gears are present. I bought this thing used, so God knows, you know what I mean? Facebook Marketplace. Oh. All right, man, so far so good. So I'm just going to zip it around for a little bit and bring it back. Okay, so just got back. Car ran really good. All 4 gears shifted great. No real issues. Couple little things I noticed. All the heat and noise coming off the road and the trans from that big giant hole around my shifter. Probably a problem. Probably something I should take care of sooner than later if I want to drive it over again. Just a ton of heat just pouring up. You know what I mean? Like the heat's on. So that's just something that I never really buttoned up last time when I, did the trans swap and stuff. But definitely something to add to the list when I go over a couple of things in this. But other than that, super fun to drive. It's been like one of those things I wanted to do for so long, and now it's finally here. And probably won't drive for a little bit, but at least now that I can drive it, and it's super fun to drive and the way it should be. So on to the next one. All right, got lucky again. First start, she's ready to rock. All right, running good. Time for a little romp real quick. There's just something about the big block, man. And the linkage for this shifter, this is a Muncie too, so much smoother than the one on my Vet. Probably needs to be adjusted or lubed or something. The one on my Vet is just so, the blue Vet, I shouldn't say Vet, it makes a little confusing, but the shifter assembly, it's the same thing. The Hirsch shifter in my 73 is like so freaking hard to get in, so I have to look at that too. But comparing side by side, wouldn't know there was a difference. Yeah, man, running good as always. So far. Shouldn't say that when I like first pull out because we're probably going to break down up here or something. She likes to be in control. All right, so I made it back in one piece. The car drove awesome, and it was really kind of nice driving it. It's been almost like 9 months or almost a year or something like that, probably since I drove it last, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's just, has to be like really nice out, perfect condition, and not too hot and stuff to hop in that thing. And right now, it's the end of July, and it's been a really nice week. So I'm like, you know what? Let me fire up these old girls and hop in there since none of the air works in them. So, yeah, all in all, I'm happy with the way that turned out. One thing I did notice too, if you remember my story of how my oil pressure gauge, the back line popped and flooded the whole like center console and passenger seat with oil, I'm pretty sure it took its toll on my head unit because the thing's not even powering up. I put in one of those like, you know, auxiliary port, Bluetooth head units that's got the classic look to it that fits in the factory location a while back. So pretty sure that's fried, but I got to look into that. But all in all, the car drove awesome. So it was kind of nice to take that thing out for a little bit and just kind of, you know, enjoy it on a nice day. So yeah, that's it. So I got both the C3s up and running now, and I'm going to disconnect the negative cables on both of these. So next time I want to drive them, it's not a whole freaking thing. So if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching.